There are growing calls to strip Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. The New York Post is reporting that locals in the UK say enough is enough, especially after Prince Harry's disastrous BBC interview, which aired hours after he lost his appeal for taxpayer-funded.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a seismic shift in the royal saga that's been making headlines worldwide. King Charles III's decision to strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their royal titles and privileges. This isn't just a formality, it's a bold, unmistakable message from the monarchy that the days of Harry and Meghan balancing Hollywood fame with royal prestige are over. The gloves are off, and the fallout is massive. So let's break it down, piece by piece, and explore what led to this moment, what it means, and where the Sussexes go from here. The decision to revoke Harry and Meghan's titles as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex didn't come out of nowhere. It's the culmination of years of tension, public outrage, and a growing sense that the couple's actions have crossed a line. The tipping point? Harry's recent BBC interview, which aired just hours after he lost a high-profile appeal for taxpayer-funded security in the UK. The interview was a disaster for his public image, reigniting criticism that he and Meghan have been exploiting their royal connections while simultaneously attacking the monarchy. Buckingham Palace insiders reveal that King Charles personally signed the order to strip their titles, a move described as both a punishment and a protective act for the crown. The British public, long frustrated by what many see as hypocrisy, has been vocal about their discontent. Polls show overwhelming support for removing the Sussexes' titles, with many feeling that Harry and Meghan have betrayed the very institution that gave them their platform. From tell-all interviews with Oprah to their Netflix series and Harry's memoir, Spare, the couple has painted the royal family as cold, racist, and out of touch, all while profiting from their titles. It's a contradiction that the public, and now the king, could no longer tolerate. To understand the gravity of this decision, we need to rewind. When Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties in 2020, they said they wanted privacy and a simpler life. Yet, within months, they signed multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix, Spotify, and Random House, turning their royal exit into a media empire. Their Netflix series, a 6-part spectacle, was less about healing and more about airing grievances, accusing the royal family of everything from neglect to prejudice. Critics called it a self-indulgent pity party, and even some of their supporters began to question their motives. Then came Spare, Harry's memoir that didn't just burn bridges, it set them ablaze. The book was deeply personal, mocking Prince William's appearance, criticizing King Charles's parenting, and portraying Queen Camilla as manipulative. These weren't just critiques, they were personal attacks on family members who couldn't publicly respond. For King Charles, who's known for his patience, this was the final straw. Sources say even the late Queen Elizabeth II was wary of being alone with Harry and Meghan, a sign of how strained relations had become. The monarchy, built on tradition and discretion, couldn't allow its brand to be dragged through the mud any longer. The British public has played a significant role in this saga. Letters to Parliament, petitions, and opinion pieces have flooded in, demanding that the king take action. The sentiment is clear. Harry and Meghan can't have it both ways. They can't criticize the monarchy, accuse it of racism, and then expect to keep the perks of royalty, like titles and taxpayer-funded security. The loss of their security detail is particularly telling. Harry has fought legal battles to reinstate UK protection, arguing it's necessary for his family's safety. But with no titles and no official duties, the government sees no justification for footing the bill. Why should taxpayers fund security for two celebrities who've chosen to live in California and monetize their royal past? This public frustration isn't just about money, it's about principle. The Sussexes have been seen as mocking the values of duty and service that the monarchy represents. Their Archewell Foundation, which promised to uplift communities, has been criticized as little more than a PR tool. Its initiatives are vague, its impact minimal, and much of its coverage revolves around photo ops rather than tangible results. For a royal institution that values charity over commerce, this blurring of lines is unforgivable. In a bizarre twist, reports surfaced that Harry considered changing his last name to Spencer, a nod to his late mother, Princess Diana. He reportedly discussed the idea with his uncle, Earl Charles Spencer, as a way to honor Diana's legacy. But let's be real, this feels like another attempt to rebrand after burning every royal bridge. Changing his name would signal a complete break from the House of Windsor, but it also screams desperation. It's as if Harry believes a new name could erase the damage done, but the timing couldn't be worse. With their titles gone and their credibility waning, a name change would only underscore their isolation. Meghan's absence from King Charles's upcoming coronation further highlights the divide. While Harry will attend, Meghan will stay in California with their children, Archie and Lilibet. The official reason remains unclear, but speculation is rife. Some say her presence would overshadow the event, given the media frenzy that follows her. Others suggest she's avoiding a frosty reception from a family and public fed up with the drama. Whatever the reason, it's a stark reminder that the Sussexes are no longer welcome in the royal fold. This isn't just a British story. It's a global one. Commonwealth nations like Canada, Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand once saw Harry and Meghan as modern, relatable royals who could bridge tradition and progress. But their constant controversies have turned them into liabilities. Invitations to summits, charity events, and political discussions have dried up. Why? Because associating with the Sussexes now means risking disruption. They've built a reputation for airing private conversations and throwing institutions under the bus, making them unreliable in formal settings. King Charles's decision sends a clear message to global allies. Harry and Meghan no longer represent the crown. With their titles revoked, the Sussexes face an uncertain future. The royal brand was their golden ticket, giving them legitimacy and intrigue. Without it, they're just another celebrity couple, and Hollywood is a fickle place. Brands are hesitant to align with them, audiences are growing tired of their narrative, and even their own supporters are starting to turn. The Archewell Foundation, their Netflix deals, and their public appearances all relied on the Duke and Duchess mystique. Now, they're left to reinvent themselves without the one thing that made them stand out. This isn't just the end of titles, it's the end of an era. Harry and Meghan gambled on media exposure, believing they could rewrite their story and come out on top. But they miscalculated. The monarchy, backed by public support, has drawn a line, protecting its legacy from those who turned duty into drama. The palace gates are shut, and for the first time, Harry and Meghan must face the world without the shield of royalty. This story isn't just about a royal fallout. It's about accountability, loyalty, and the consequences of choices. Harry and Meghan's journey from beloved royals to exiled celebrities is a cautionary tale about what happens when ambition overshadows duty. As viewers, we have a role to play too. Don't just swallow headlines, question them. Think about how public figures use their influence, how reputations are built, and how easily legacies can crumble. Whether you're Team Monarchy or Team Sussex, let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about King Charles's decision? Can Harry and Meghan bounce back, or is their time in the spotlight over? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's unpack this together. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the stories that matter. I'll see you in the next one.